But, you know, the Republican Party is out to lunch. I watched CPAC, Carl. Charles. Well, Charles was a former friend. Well, anyway.
I thought I was a current friend.
You're always a friend, but you owe me some chili.
Yeah.
So,
you owe me some fried chicken.
Well, I saved your life with malaria once.
There we go. Yes, you did.
Yes, indeed.
This is also insult.
It really is.
It's all right. We go back a long way. But here's the thing. The Republican Party is out to lunch. It's not just mechanics. It's not just communication. I mean, it's the party that continues to reject the majority of the American people, and they feel it. They don't want to be associated with a party that talks down to them, that's condescending, that attacks their rights, and then call them victims. So I think they're out to lunch, and as far as I'm concerned, I will give them a bus ticket pass to continue to stay off the national radar.
And when I was covering the White House and Karl was in it with George W. Bush, it was a Republican Party that was looking to that tomorrow and reaching out, winning 40+% of the Hispanic vote. I remember there was an event in the East Room where President George W. Bush said, on Thomas Jefferson's birthday, I'm happy and proud to welcome both sides of the Jefferson family, the descendants of Sally Hemings. A Republican couldn't get away with that today.
Oh, I didn't.
I disagree, but it was a gracious moment.
Not a win their nomination.
No,
I totally agree.
Well, wait, we are starting to see a change this week. Actually, something happened this week that does signal some opening up to the 71% who voted for President Obama, Latinos. You saw Rand Paul, interestingly, really break the dam on immigration. A lot of people saw the speech that he gave and said this could be the signal that immigration reform passes this year.
We aren't going to deport 12 million illegal immigrants. If you wish to live and work in America, then we will find a place for you. In order to bring conservatives to this cause, however, those who work for reform must understand that a real solution must ensure that our borders are secure.
Now, Karl Rove, it is true that is not the kind of language you heard during the Republican primary debate. Certainly not from Mitt Romney, but a big shift.
Let's be clear. Look, before we assign the Republican Party to the dustbin of history, 30 out of 50 governors in the United States are Republicans. Republicans have elected in 2010 the largest number of state legislators since 1920. A majority of state legislators are Republicans. The U.S. House is a Republican. The Senate would have been Republican were it not for bad candidates. I suspect we have a lot of agreement that were it not for the Sharon Angles and Todd Akins and Richard Murdochs of the world, there might even actually be a Republican Senate majority. And this president got reelected with a smaller percentage of the vote than he got elected 4 years ago, and nobody believes that he got reelected because of a compelling, positive, forward-looking agenda for America. He irradiated Mitt Romney and made him a plutocrat with a wife who was an open, practicing equestrian, as my friend Haley Barbour says. So let's not kid ourselves. We have two robust parties. Each have got their own problems. The Republican Party has got its problems, the Democratic Party has got its problems, and we're likely to see a competitive political environment for decades to come. Now, as to Rand Paul, good comment. Republicans need to help resolve the issue of immigration reform in order to get this issue behind us. And I think it's interesting. Mitt Romney got 27% of the Latino vote. In the battleground states with exit polling, he got 32%. And in the battleground of battlegrounds, Ohio, he got 42% of the Latino vote. Now, maybe that's a little bit of small sample and so forth and so on, but nonetheless, the fact of the matter is the more he was able to make these arguments about the economy and deficit and debt and the Affordable Care Act,